it's a gift to the Department of Defense, and you should know better, because you've been embarrassed enough, and so has your network. Your network is a disaster. ABC is a disaster. Here is the, Bobby, come on over here. Now you're talking.
How can you not love this guy, man? The best president of my lifetime, right here. Such a boss, a gangster. Look at him. Oh boy. Wait. It gets better. It gets better. I got to play this. I'm sorry. I have to play this. It gets even better. Wait.
President, what do you say to people who view that luxury jet as a personal gift to you? Why not leave it behind?
You're ABC fake news, right? It's only ABC. Well, a few of you would. Let me tell you, you should be embarrassed asking that question. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, don't give us, I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever it is. Or I could say, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You know, there was an old golfer named Sam Sneed. Did you ever hear him? He won 82 tournaments. He was a great golfer. And he had a motto: when they give you a putt, you say, thank you very much. You pick up your ball and you walk to the next hole. A lot of people are stupid. They say, no, I insist on putting it. And then they putt it and they miss it. And their partner gets angry at them. You know what? Remember that, Sam Sneed. When they give you a putt, you pick it up and you walk to the next hole and you say, thank you very much.
Respectfully, sir, I
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. When you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Look, as we start the show, look, I got to throw this on. This is Trump on Ozempic. Y'all got to hear this, man. We got to start it off with something funny as well. I promise. We got, it's only right, family. It's only right now.
I mean, I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine who's a businessman, very top guy. Most of you would have heard of him. A highly neurotic, brilliant businessman, seriously overweight, and he takes the fat shot drug. And he called me up, and he said, President, he calls me, he used to call me Donald, now he calls me President, so that's nice respect. But he's a rough guy, smart guy. Very successful, very rich. I wouldn't even know how we would know this, but because he's got comments. President, could I ask you a question? What? I'm in London, and I just paid for this damn fat drug I take. I said, it's not working. He said, I just paid $88, and in New York I pay $1,300. What the hell is going on?
Oh man, you just can't make this up, man. I am here for this, y'all. I told y'all. It's always an amazing day. It's always an eventful day, a great time when Donald Trump is your president. Enjoy the next 4 years, man. Them Patriots say, can we get another term? Can it be in 2028? Oh boy. Oh, Donald never disappoints, man. And love or hate the man, he is doing exactly what he campaigned on. But let's get into the start of this show and what this show is really all about, and what just took place a couple of hours ago. As you're seeing this, this is huge, man. Very impactful on his presidency. This decision. And the things that he just signed, this executive order, this is huge, man. And we definitely have to send our prayers to Trump and this administration, man. This is huge. Let's jump in. Oh boy, I told y'all, be ready. It's going down every single day when Donald J. Trump is your president. Walking around in them boots, putting his big toes down. I'm here for it, man. But I'm going to read this out loud. It says, pray for Trump. He just declared real war against Big Pharma drug cartel, telling gigantic conglomerates that their days of ripping off Americans are over is like an assassination wish. Man, so again, y'all know how we always start the show with love, man. We want to send our love and prayers to everybody that's tuned in, man. But we want to send our prayers and love to this current administration, President Trump, America. We are wishing the best in everybody's life, man. No matter what your skin color is, what you look like, where you come from, what your age is, we wishing the best in everybody's life, man. You know, but big things are going down. And the man is doing exactly what he campaigned on. Exactly. I mean, he warned you. He told you. He told all of us. He's doing exactly what he's campaigning on, and they hate the man for that, man. They're trying to block him. We see these activists. The fake news media just can't ever get it right. You know, the fake news media it never stops. And I love how he just destroyed ABC News in all this. I really do, man. You know, but we are against a great evil in this country, man. You know, we are. But today, President Trump has made a very impactful decision. Well, yesterday/today, he's made a very impactful decision of his presidency. And let's go and pull it up.
But starting today, the United States will no longer subsidize the health care of foreign countries, which is what we were doing. We're subsidizing others' health care. Countries where they paid a small fraction of what for the same drug that what we pay many, many times more for. And will no longer tolerate profiteering and price gouging from Big Pharma. But again, it was really the countries that forced Big Pharma to do things that, frankly, I'm not sure they really felt comfortable doing. But they've gotten away with it, these countries. European Union has been brutal. And the drug companies actually told me stories. It was just brutal how they forced them. And European Union suing all our companies, Apple, Google, Meta. They're suing all of our companies. They end up, they have judges that are European Union-centric, and they get rewarded $15 billion, $17 billion, $20 billion, and they use that to run their operation. Not going to happen any longer, that I can tell you.
Mr. President, this is an extraordinary day. This is an issue that, I grew up in the Democratic Party, and every major Democratic leader for 20 years has been making this promise to the American people. This was the fulcrum of Bernie Sanders' runs for presidency, that he was going to eliminate this discrepancy between Europe and the United States. But as it turns out, none of them were doing it. It's one of these promises that politicians make to their constituents, knowing that they'll never have to do it. And the reason they'll never have to do it is because they know that Congress is controlled in so many ways by the pharmaceutical industry. There's at least one pharmaceutical lobbyist for every congressman, every senator on Capitol Hill, and every member of the Supreme Court. By some estimates, 3. Pharmaceutical companies, the industry itself, spends 3 times what the next largest lobbyist spends on lobbying. So this was an issue that people talked about, but nobody wanted to do anything because it was radioactive. They knew you couldn't get it by Congress. We now have a president who is a man of his word, who has the courage. President Trump was taking money from the pharmaceutical industry too. I think they gave you $100 million. But he can't be bought, unlike most of the politicians in this country. And he is standing here for the American people. I don't know what, there's writers like Lord Elizabeth Warren or Robert Reich who are saying that President Trump is on this side of the oligarchs. There has never been a president more willing to stand up to the oligarchs than President Donald Trump. And I'm very, very proud of you, Mr. President, for your courage, I'll say, because I don't want to be crude, your intestinal fortitude, your stiff spine, and your willingness to stand up for the American people. We have 4.2% of the world's population. Our country represents 75% of the revenues for pharmaceutical companies. We spend in our country $1,126 per capita on drugs. In Britain, they spend about $240. They spend 1/5 of what we do. And this is true across Europe. And the drug companies, Europeans, if you ask them, it made no sense what they were saying. America has to pay for this innovation or it's not going to happen. What President Trump is saying to our European partners is you've got to raise the amount that you're paying for those drugs and pay for your share of the innovation. That the United States is no longer subsidizing that. If the Europeans raise the price of their drugs by just 20%, that is $10 trillion that can be spent on innovation, and the health of all people all across the globe is going to increase because we're going to have better products. So I'm just so grateful to be here today. I never thought that this would happen in my lifetime. I have a couple of kids who are Democrats, are big Bernie Sanders fans, and when I told them that this was going to happen, they had tears in their eyes because they thought this is never going to happen in our lifetime, and we finally have a president who's willing to stand up for the American people. Thank you. And Dr.
We told you the next 100 days would consist of peace deals and trade deals, and that's exactly what we have seen. The president announced last week the big trade deal with the UK, as you mentioned. Now we have a first deal with China. Just yesterday, the president announced the release of the last remaining American hostage in Gaza, Eden Alexander, who will soon be united with his loving family. God bless him. That's thanks to President Trump. We also negotiated a ceasefire with the Houthis, and President Trump was instrumental in negotiating a ceasefire with India and Pakistan. This is all in the last week. President Trump and his team are working incredibly hard on behalf of the country and the world to secure peace deals and trade deals. And don't forget, we have a tax deal coming too. The administration is working with Capitol Hill to sign the largest tax cuts in American history right now.
And thank you to President Trump. Here's your result. That's how we'll end off the show. What a blessing. Big things are happening this week, you guys. Stay tuned. We're going to bring some of the best updates. I love you all. God bless you all and your family. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace and love, you guys.